Hello friends, welcome back to Complete Medical Coding. Today let's discuss about a very important topic which is NCCI edits. Okay, those who are into this medical coding will be knowing what are NCCI edits. Those who are new might not be able to know what is this. So today I'm here with few guidelines with the as per the NCCI edits. Okay friends, so friends, please support me by subscribing to the channel if you are new, and those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. So let's move to the slides one by one. So what is NCCI? What is the full form of NCCI? National Correct Coding Initiative. Okay, NCCI edits in medical billing. NCCI it's National Correct Coding Initiative. The National Correct Coding Initiative edits, that is NCCI edits, are rules set by the centers, the rules set by the CMS. Okay, they are the rules set by the CMS. CMS, what is the full form? Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. To promote correct coding and control improper coding that may lead to inappropriate payments. So, NCCI edits are developed by CMS, okay, Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, to promote the correct coding and to control the improper coding. Let's see how this improper coding happens, or let's see how NCCI edits helps in proper coding. Okay. NCCI. What is the purpose of NCCI? To prevent providers from reporting two procedures together for which there is a third separate code that describes the combination of services. Okay, so it means the combination, combination code. Okay, if there is any combination code which describes another two set of codes, then you have to always use the combined code, combination code. That is one set of NCCI, one rule of NCCI. Okay, require providers to report the complete procedure code instead of reporting multiple codes that describe parts of the complete procedure. So if there is any multiple codes, you have to report the complete procedure code instead of reporting different codes together. If there is, like for example, there is a panel, lipid panel. If there is a panel that represents the whole lipid profile, you have to report it as always as the profile and not as the separate, the single, and not as the single codes, not to report single codes if there is any combination, like if there is any group panel. Okay, that is another rule for NCCI. Then require providers to report only the more extensive version of the procedure performed. Whatever is the more extensive version of the procedure performed, you have to report like that. Okay, if there are, for example, if there are two panels that needs to be reported, and if there is any common test, or if there is any common service in both the panels, you have to avoid that panel. I mean, you have to avoid the second panel and report only the other codes together. Along with the first panel, you have to report the other codes, whichever is not included in the first panel. You have to report it separately, like that. Okay, I'll be coming with some examples as well. Anyway, now in the next slide, it describes the modification indicator as well as the definition. What does 0 represents, what does 1 represents, and what does 9 represents? That is, these are the modification indicator in NCCI edits. Okay, 0 represents, 0 means not allowed to bill. 1 represents it is allowed to bill, and 9 is not applicable. Okay, so 0 means not allowed. There are no modifiers associated with NCCI that are allowed to be used with this PTP code pair. There are no circumstances in which both procedures of the PTP code pair should be paid for the same beneficiary on the same day by the same provider. So, if if there is a 0 indicator marked, it means it is this, there are no modifiers that needs to be, sorry, there are no modifiers associated with this NCCI that are allowed to bill. Okay, and there are no circumstances in which both procedures of the PTP code pair should be paid for the same beneficiary. What do you mean by PTP? What does PTP means? PTP means procedure to procedure. Okay, billing one procedure to another procedure, like that, procedure to procedure code pair. So there are no modifiers associated with NCCI that are allowed to be used with the PTP code pair. There are no circumstances in which both procedures of the PTP code pair should be paid for the same beneficiary on the same day by the same provider. If a code is built, okay, for example, if a code is built on the same day by the same provider, by the same beneficiary, for two different, for two services, which includes a same procedure code, then it will not be paid. Okay. Now, one represents allowed, modifier allowed. The modifiers associated with NCCI are allowed with this PTP, with this procedure to procedure code pair when appropriate. Okay, if there is one represents, one marked, then you can bill it together. Then 9 means not applicable. This indicator means that an NCCI edit does not apply to this PTP code pair. The edit for this PTP code pair was deleted retroactive to the implementation date. Anyway, that's not used mostly. We are using only 0 and 1. Now, excerpts from the NCCI table. Each line of the NCCI table includes a pair of codes and a single indicator. So, this is what the implementation, the HCA table, okay, column which represents column 1, column 2, implementation date and the indicator. Here the indicator, here it is the indicator which shows the numbers, that the one which we discussed just now, 0, 1 and 9. Okay, so each line of the NCCI table indicates a pair of codes and a single digit indicator. Pair of codes and a single digit indicator. 0 indicates that the two codes are an NCCI edit and can never be built together. Not allowed. We just read it, right? 0 means not allowed. So 0 means both the codes cannot be built together. 1 indicates that the two codes are an NCCI edit and may be built separately in some circumstances. Can be built, cannot be built also. That is what, okay, 1 represents. As I told you earlier, if there are two groups, two panels with same procedure, you have to take out, you should not build both the panels separately. You have to build one panel and separate the other panel, whichever is not included. Code the tests which are not included in the second panel, like that. Now, and 9 indicates that the pair of codes was formerly an NCCI edit, but the edit was subsequently deleted. Okay, formerly it was an NCCI edit, but now it's deleted. So it means that also cannot be built. That column 1, column 2 implementation date indicator. Those are some examples just to show what is that NCCI table represents. Column 1 and column 2, if both are coming together, check the indicator. It means 0. It means cannot be built together. Then the second one, third one, 1 represents it can be built together. Okay, terms and conditions apply, as I told you earlier. Even 9 also we cannot build it now. It was built before, but now recently it is deleted. Okay. Now let's look into some examples. A patient undergoes pterygium surgery in the right eye. During the 90th day global period, she is hit in the left eye with a bunky cord, causing a traumatic cataract and vitreous hemorrhage. Immediate surgery is scheduled. So how will you code this one? Correct coding for the surgery CPT code is 67036 with modifier 79 and LT for the vitrectomy procedure, and CPT code 66984 with modifiers 59, 79 and LT for the cataract removal. And how to use the modifiers? Use of modifiers. NCCI edits bundle 66984 with 67036. When you know pre-operatively that both procedures will be performed, it is appropriate to unbundle by appending modifier 59 to 66984. Modifier 79 is used to indicate that these surgeries are unrelated to the pterygium surgery. So let's look into detail what does all these codes represents. Okay. So what is here in this CPT codes. What does 67036? So here the patient undergoes pterygium surgery in the right eye. Okay, and during the 90th day global period, she is hit in the left eye with a Bungie code, causing a traumatic cataract and vitreous hemorrhage. So here you have to code for, then immediate surgery is scheduled. So here you have to code for the surgery and then cataract removal code. Okay, cataract removal code and surgery is scheduled. So all this you have to code it. Okay. So what is the correct coding for the surgery? The first code should be 67036. 67036 is that vitreous fluid, the removal of vitreous fluid taken from the right eye. Taken from the eye. And here, since it is she is hit in the left eye, you have to code it, append it with modifier LT. And then 79, what does 79 modifier represents? 79 modifier is unrelated procedure that was performed by the same physician, right? Why this is an unrelated procedure? Because the patient already undergoes a pterygium surgery in the right eye, but now the patient is here because the patient has been hit in the left eye. Some other unrelated procedure which is not related to the initial surgery. So you have to append with modifier 79. Okay. So that is a vitreous removal, vitrectomy procedure. Now CPT code 66984 with modifier 59, 79 and LT. That is for the cataract removal. 66984 code is for the cataract removal. Okay, 66984 code represents the cataract removal, and provider inserts an artificial lens after removing the extracapsular cataract. Yeah, again this is appended with modifier 59 and 79 because to represent that this is an unrelated procedure which is not related to the initial surgery, the 79. And then 59 again, it's a distinctive procedural service as compared to the vitrectomy procedure. It's a distinctive procedural service. Again, the procedure is carried out in the left eye, so you have to mark it with modifier LT. So like that, NCCI edits what is use of modifier, what it is written mentioned in the under the use of modifiers. Here NCCI edits bundle 66984 with 67036. So as per the NCCI edits, these two codes 66984 and 67036 are bundled. So when you know pre-operatively that both procedures will be performed, okay, the initial surgery has been already done, pterygium surgery, but then on the patient's left eye, the surgery is just scheduled, it is not yet done. So when you know that pre-operatively that the procedure is going to be done, you have to, it is appropriate to unbundle both these services by appending, that's why we are appending modifier 59, distinct procedural service, okay, 59 to the cataract removal code, okay, and then modifier 79 is used to indicate that these surgeries are unrelated to the pterygium surgery. Both these surgeries are not related to the first initial surgery, pterygium surgery. That is why 79 modifier is used. Okay. So since as per the NCCI edits, both the codes are bundled. So you have to code pre-operative, like you have to always mark code for the pre-operative procedures appended with modifiers 59 and 79 as these are not related procedures, not related services as per the initial surgery. Okay, so you have to append it with modifier 59 and 76. Like this, you will get many questions, many examples are there. Okay, as of now, I'll be stopping this video and I'll be coming back with more NCCI edits examples as well as some questions. Okay, so please friends, stay tuned in order to get those examples. This video is a short video because it is just the basic information about NCCI for those who are new to this coding or those who are new in this field. Okay, this will be helpful. And NCCI edits mostly you will be applying during your working time when you go to work. definitely you will be getting many NCCI edits related codes. Okay, and even though in interview you will be getting all these important points. So this is a very important topic. Please don't skip. Just share it among your friends. Okay. So friends, as I told you, this is very important topic. Please share it among your friends. If you like, if you find this video useful, share. Please support me by subscribing to the channel. And please stay tuned for more examples from NCCI and edits. More examples and more points. These are just the part 1 of NCCI because the basic NCCI edits. I'll be coming back again with the next part. So stay tuned. Okay. Thank you so much, friends, and see you in the next episode. Bye. Take care.